So I've got a problem. Every time I go to the store, I get ambitious to cook something and it ends up in my freezer for months, like this duck breast. I've never cooked duck breast before, so I thought, you know what? It's finally time. I took it out of its packaging and then pat it dry. I confidently started seasoning it with salt and pepper and then promptly remembered I needed to score the skin. Jeez Louise. We were off to a great start, so I did the first score and it was way too deep. On the second one, I went a little bit lighter, still deep, but a bit better. Third score was more of what I was looking for. I scored them both ways, and then it was ready to finish seasoning. Salt and pepper on both sides, and then it was time to cook. I was deciding between a non-stick pan and the stainless steel, but since this is my first time cooking the duck breast, I wanted to minimize the risk of messing up the thing. My record isn't the best with stainless steel, so non-stick it is. I'm going to render out the fat in the cold pan and turn the heat to medium. I kept telling myself to stay patient and not to up the heat because that's when things go south. And this right here is about 6 minutes in. This just happened while I was grabbing something out of the cabinets. And don't be like me and stack a ton of stuff in your cabinets that fall out when you open the door. So I think it's slowly starting to get to where I want it to be, but I want to save some of this duck fat for something else. I poured some out and then flipped the breast. Pretty good crust if I do say so myself. I kept the heat on medium since it's a thick piece of meat and I want to make sure to cook it through. Just added a little butter to baste it and a few smashed garlics. I checked the temp and it was at 103 degrees Fahrenheit and I'm looking for 130 for medium rare. More basting because it's fun, and I already know some people in the comments are going to say I flipped this thing too many times, which is true, but I didn't want it to burn. Okay, so I got 127, which I'm happy with since it'll continue cooking a little as it rests. I gotta admit, I'm pretty proud of how it looks at this moment, but really it's all about how it looks when I cut into it, and obviously how it tastes. I let it rest for 8 minutes and then sliced it. Whenever I've had duck at a restaurant, it's been thicker pieces, so that's what I'll do. And I'm very happy with how this turned out, an even medium rare throughout. With the light seasoning and butter, I was able to taste the duck breast. I think next time I'll add a little rosemary and thyme and maybe some chili oil or flakes. I'm just relieved that I didn't burn or overcook this.